You are watching Stripped Down, Saskatchewan's 1-hour local music showcase, the show that brings the venue to you in the comfort of your own living room. I'm your host, Curtis Anderson, and if something looks a little different and you can't quite figure it out, I'll end the brain teaser. Tonight's show, the entire crew is dressed like superheroes and supervillains because tonight is all about music and comic books. But first things first, sit down and prepare to have your face melted by some serious demolition rock. That's right. We love them. America hates them. Here they are, Saskatoon's biggest musical trio, the Ultimate Power Duo.
Spirit well-land, you turn the spirits into will. A decision killing. When did you decide to kill and hit the ground? Did you even hear the sound? Can't you see you got your own little white zombie to mess around? Did you have to have her? Could you not do nobody else? Did you have to have her? Was she easier to control? Now she's dead and gone, and nobody knows it when she's dead and gone, and nobody knows it when she's dead and gone, and nobody knows it when she's dead and gone, and nobody knows it hit the ground. Did you even hear the sound? Can't you see you got your own little white zombie to mess around? Did you even hear the sound when her body hit the ground? Can't you see you got your own little white zombie to mess around? Oh baby, oh baby, oh baby. Baby, did you hear it calling out? Baby, did you know? Baby, have you hit once you now, baby? When hit the ground, did you even hear the sound? Can't you see you got your own little white zombie to mess around? Did you even hear the sound? When her body hit the ground, can't you see you got your own little white zombie to mess around?
The Ultimate Power Duo tonight on Stripped Down, and of course Stripped Down, usually an acoustic-based show, so this is like the opposite of Stripped Down, the bizarro Stripped Down, you might say. This is like, I don't know, what's the opposite of Stripped Down? Getting dressed.
Clothes on.
Anyways, it is the comic book episode tonight on Stripped Down. Joining me, owner-manager of 8th Street Books and Comics, Mr. Pat Thompson. You can't have a superhero, super-villain episode without Pat Thompson. Pat,
You can.
welcome to Stripped Down.
I'm happy to be
I
here.
love the costume. You brought
Thank
props.
You know, for owning a comic book store, I probably got the worst costume in the world, but what the heck? These clothespins, my wife's missing them right now.
Not the worst costume in the world, maybe the worst costume here on Stripped Down.
It could be, yeah.
But you brought Rock'em
Rock'em
Sock'em
Sock'em
Robots.
Robots, yep.
That's not too shabby. Okay, of course, you're the co-host of Theo and Pat's Comic Book Chat.
Well, actually, it's called the Comic Chat.
The Comic Chat
Yep.
with Theo. Okay,
Yep.
little dyslexia kicking
Yeah,
in
that's
there.
all right.
Fridays on CFCR.
And again on Mondays at 6:30, same show again.
Fantastic.
Yep.
A little secret, the intro is done by...
The Ultimate Power Duo, of course.
That's amazing. That's an amazing coincidence. And here they are, the Ultimate Power Duo. This episode is going to be so much fun. Riz, are you excited to be on Stripped Down? We took huge liberties with you guys because we kind of said no amps when we were setting this show up. We were only going to bring amps in for you guys and Josh Palmer's Rebellion, who have never actually been on the show. But anyways, is it working? Did you feel it? Did you feel it right off the top?
Yeah, it was like electric, like Thor's Mjolnir's hammer coming down in the studio. And if we happen to have one here, that'd be even way cooler, you know. Oh my goodness! Ah! It's weird. I just mentioned the Thor's and then it appeared, just like that. Who knew?
Magic.
Wow.
Thor's hammer. Scott RP.
What's up?
Was that epic, the intro?
It was epic and a trilogy all in one.
Yeah, a trilogy all in one.
Yeah.
If you were comparing it to a comic book, what would it be? So far, this episode of Stripped Down, 2 minutes in.
Oh man, it'd be like the Justice League with everyone here.
Nice. Well
Of
put.
Justice League of Villains and Heroes.
I think we're already
Just-
boring Amber with comic analogy. Her eyes are already rolling. Amber, are you excited to be on Strip Down tonight?
Yes, I am.
Are you going to pretend you know a lot about comics and try to jump in anyways?
No.
Just be like, that reminds me of a young Peter Parker. That'll get you out of anything.
Okay, I'll remember that.
All right. Ultimate Power Duo. A little controversy. We got to start this off. In my intro, I said, America hated you. What is the big news from the Ultimate Power Duo camp? You got rejected.
Twice, actually.
Twice. Like what?
Apparently, the U.S. border doesn't want us to go into the States and actually play for the American public because they realize the threat that we present, how our music could basically change the consciousness of an entire nation. And because of that threat, they would not let us go to Texas to play at South by Southwest
Set the
this last
stage.
year.
So you're on your way to South by Southwest.
It's 5 in the morning.
Yeah, we had flown to Minneapolis, and we were in line with our bags, ready to go to the States and conquer and destroy. And we were pulled aside and said, "Oh, thank you. You should go home now."
Politely speaking.
Politely speaking,
on what grounds?
we didn't have the proper work visa. The last year we went to Seattle, and it was a non-guaranteed show. And we got to the border, same thing. We said we're not getting paid. They said if you might get paid, you need to have a work visa. So for Texas, we made sure we had our paperwork in line. So because we thought we'd be red flagged, which of course in the digital age we were,
Okay.
because we were fingerprinted and pictured in the whole 9 yards. And so we get to the airport, and same thing, pull us aside and said, "Well, you need to have your work visa." We said we were told we didn't because we had this other paperwork, and they said, "Sorry. The good news is if you detract, going, we'll let you go home now. The bad news is if you keep trying to go through, we'll deport you for 5 years." So it was like either go home on your own or we'll kick you out.
At least when they took your picture, were you guys all like,
Oh, hindsight. No, I think at that point we're a little bit too traumatized to actually think of that at the time. So
But it didn't just burn you guys. I mean, that sucks enough that you guys get sent home. But you were backing up Jen Lane. Is that correct? So what happened there?
Yeah.
Just some scrambling?
Yeah, Brendan and I were going to play with Jen Lane down there, and she decided to do it with herself and John from Smoke Killer. So they just did an acoustic set.
So on your page, right before you left, Amber, here's what you wrote. Oh my. It is SX, South by Southwest. Time again. Man, are we excited? We take off tonight. That hurts, eh?
Yeah,
The hype was there.
It was pretty devastating. I was really sad.
So you get back to Saskatoon. How do you blow that off? I mean, what did you guys do?
I went over to my friend's house and I played Rock Band
Okay.
most of the night.
You guys over it, though? You gonna try next year?
yes, actually,
Okay.
and the American Federation of Musicians felt so bad about it, they're looking into possibly getting it expunged off our passports, and maybe pay for our flights.
Wow.
They said they might pay for our flights.
Next year.
Actually, I
Next
heard
year.
they're trying to get you in through Mexico. That's
what I said, dude.
Mexico.
Yeah.
If we would have went down to Mexico and then walked across, we would have had a
Would have
better
been totally
chance of
fine. Yeah.
getting in.
So Pat, they're held up at customs. If you could have picked a superhero or supervillain to swoop in there, and it would have been Captain America.
Captain America. Because it was American. But in the United States, this works.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's dead now.
Have you ever tried to actually take that thing through customs?
You don't
Fly
have
with
to.
that thing? You don't?
They'll take it for you.
I guess.
It's his
You don't
passport.
get it back. They'll take it for you.
Nice. What was the first song we heard?
That was White Zombie.
White Zombie.
From our
Okay.
last album.
Sorry, was that a harsh
That was
transition?
Right, the first song. What we played already? All
Yeah.
right, yeah.
Okay, and that was from.
Our first album, our first full-length album called "We're in Control Now."
Okay.
That came out in 2006.
Six.
Thank you.
Okay.
And it's actually based on the old horror movie of the same name, where a guy likes a girl and there's another guy who likes her at the same time. So he decides to kill her and bring her back as a mindless zombie, thinking that he can control her that way and they can date.
Isn't that always the way?
It is, it's
What are we going to hear tonight? New stuff, old stuff? You have a new disc coming out. It got delayed till September.
yes.
Okay.
Yep. So be hearing a bit of new, bit of old,
Okay.
something borrowed, something blue, however it goes.
It's right there, yeah.
There it
Something
is.
blue, see?
Something borrowed. Okay, I'll give you a chance to set up for song number 2. What are we going to hear?
Can I talk while I watch
Yeah,
it?
absolutely. I don't know, can you?
May I? Well, since we already segued about the getting stuck at the border, perhaps we'll do Homeland Security.
Sure.
Yes.
This is a song we actually wrote about not getting across the border. And then we wrote the song, and then afterwards, they wouldn't let us across the border. So life imitating art.
Imitating life.
Take it away.
1, 2,
Had a show to play down in the States. Packed the gear, back the van to play some rock and roll. When we got to the border, they said, no, thank you, sir. We can't let you come into our country and play for free. Wow, wow, and everybody knows how the government controls everything you do and say for Homeland Security. Gluttons for punishment, try to go again. Got accepted to play a music showcase. When we got to the custom agent, he was there waiting. I'm divine judgment to send you back from whence you came. Wow, wow, and everybody knows how the government controls everything you do and say for Homeland Security. And everybody needs to know how the government controls everything you do and say for Homeland Security. They need to show it, how they control it, 'cause they control it. You gotta save me from myself. 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 You gotta save me. You gotta save me from something. Because if I did something, I did something. I caused it. You gotta save it from me. Wow, and everybody knows how the government controls everything you do and see for Homeland Security. And everybody needs to know how the government controls everything you do and say for Homeland Security.
This is crazy. I never thought we'd have the ultimate power duo here on Strip Down.
Right on TV.
Again, goes against everything Strip Down's about, but I'm glad you guys are here. Did it make you nervous when you showed up and my electro costume included rubber gloves, you know, with the whole being detained at the border thing?
Actually, I wasn't nervous until the rubber gloves came out.
Yeah.
And the scary thing was, we got interviewed separately, and they took our statements and
Yeah.
picture fingerprints. And the custom officer I had,
Yeah.
he was typing away, and someone else came in, and he said, "Oh, are we doing a A48 or whatever it was?"
Oh, no.
Just when he said that, I was reading the sign saying what they can actually do to you, and one of them was a full body cavity search if they have reasonable grounds. And she said, "Oh yeah." He's like, "Really?" She goes, "Yep." He goes, "Okay," and he walked away.
Oh, no.
And I just sat
So like a
there.
bingo chart was like A, and then you're going over like, you know, a map to 48. And cross what it was. It's
Not
getting
good.
worse. It's like, you know, hand holding. It's getting
Yeah.
worse. No.
So, and he even said, I'm like, "What does that mean?" He goes, "Oh, well, I thought I'd be a small jerk, but I guess I'll be a big jerk." But it just turned out they asked us extra hard questions. Apparently,
Really?
which was good.
So if
Trivia
you,
I
stuff?
totally-
if you mix blue and yellow, what do you get?
Green.
See, you would have passed.
That's
How come
actually-
you don't work for Homeland Security, Pat? Man, that would have been way better.
That probably stands as a tough question in the USA.
Can we edit that out? I don't want to. I do want to go back sometime.
That was
that's
me
all I'm
saying that. I'm not in a band.
And you have a
You
mask
think
on.
they'd let me fly him dressed like Electro? They might.
You should try it.
Next year, I'll be in line in front of you and I'll cause a scene. And after I do that, I mean, I don't need to go to the States.
Perfect.
After, yeah, they'll let you
We'll bring
dance through.
decoys.
Yeah,
We'll send a bunch of people in looking suspicious.
absolutely.
It doesn't work that way.
It will really.
No, I was going to the States in 1984. 2 vehicles in front of me, they found some pot. 3 hours later, they got to me.
Oh,
Oh,
yeah.
no.
People were pulling out of line. She went through my car 11 times. I was a little hungover, had a little bit of a didn't shave for a couple of days kind of look.
You smoked all your weed in the 3 hours.
She just never found it because I didn't have any. That's what I meant. I didn't have any. But no,
$35,000 of blow in the back.
no, she wasn't looking for that. But if they find something, they get excited and they look for more. I think they get paid by how many people they harass.
I was thinking that when I put these rubber gloves on, if your doctor actually dressed like this, would you be more excited or less excited to go for a physical?
Oh man, I go every week.
When you say excited about the physical,
Okay, anyways.
One thing when we got pulled into the airport there, they took our fingerprints for the
Okay.
second time, and I was like, "Is this really necessary?" And they're
Maybe
like,
they changed.
yeah, that's what the guy said. I'm like, he's like, well, fingerprints can change. I'm like, no, man, they can't. I've seen CSI. Like, you're lying to me.
Throw them the CSI thing in their face. I'm sure they.
They get all
Oh,
time.
sorry, this guy's seen CSI.
Yeah, and so I was like, come off it. I mean, my fingerprints won't change. I chiseled them off anyways, but
Burnt them off.
burned them off. I was sitting on the plane with cigarettes, so I was like burning off my fingerprints, but
So
And
where
they
do
got
you
kicked
guys?
off with a cigarette, and it was just,
just went from there.
I'll be quiet now.
Is life in the Ultimate Power Duo usually this dramatic? Like, is this where you get all your song ideas from? Real life situations gone awry.
Just,
I think they mostly come from Brennan's head.
Okay.
A lot of them do,
Sweet.
So I'm not sure how I should answer that. I should say they don't come from real life because that way I disavow any relationship to the lyrics that I write. So I'll use that, pleading the fifth, that our song lyrics are just completely made up.
That only works in the States.
Yeah.
We don't have amendments here. We
so
just have a
confusing.
constitution.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I'm going to have to write down disavow and look that up during the first commercial break. But before we get to that, can we get in one more song? Can we get in a third song in one?
Yes.
I'm sure we could.
Yeah? Is it a short one, long one?
Medium.
Medium. Perfect. That's what I like to hear.
Well,
Hey.
since we're talking about superheroes.
Oh, he's doing his own segue. This is perfect.
Yeah. Is that okay? Is that,
No,
do you mind?
take
if I do?
it away. You'll do
All
a
right,
better job than I will. This mask is
this-
stretching my face like you wouldn't believe.
This next song is about. Can I look up and pretend I'm like the host now?
Do it.
Somewhere? Yes. Floor director.
The one with the light, buddy.
This one's about a little-known character by the name of Mole Man who lived underground and did mole-ish kind of things.
One.
Wow, 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 wow. Stamping ant hills, wait and see. Soldiers stood up violently. Walkers weave iron, organize for the conquest of everything I despise. Sunlight scores me. Wow, wow, wow. Concrete barriers, man. Wow, wow, wow. Moment marching will not stomp out the traffic sound. While defiant, gay skill, that's why she keeps me around. One day soon, I'll lead consume my children underground. Wait and see. Wow, 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 wow. Tattered trench coat, royal garb, maggot minions standing guard. Echoed footsteps reverberate. Glass-barred buildings wreck the syncopation. Skyline, still dead scarred, a bit of black veins. They keep the cancer moving, spread out on sacred scale, and I will finish what nature needs to begin. Moment marching will not stop out the traffic sound. If Jack Kirby drew me, now I'd be the toughest around. Mother, one day soon you'll prove your authority. Wait and see. Wow, 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 wow.
Power Duo on Stripped Down. We got to gear up for our first quick break, but first things first, Pat. Is there a mole man in the comic universe?
Of course, there's a mole man. Fantastic Four fight him all the time.
And what does he do?
He lives underground like a mole.
Does he have superpowers, or
He
he digs?
He controls
How does-
he controls a whole bunch of creatures that live underground, and convinces them, including big monsters, and convinces them to attack the surface world because he hates the surface world.
He sounds like a whipping boy, not unlike Electro.
But he does like Demolition Rock.
All right. We're going to take our first quick break. I'm going to go rob another bank. Do you see that? That's a throwback. That's how they used to carry their money around
$sign bags.
back in the day. All right. More stripped down right after this. We got the Ultimate Power Duo. Ultimate Power Duo. Walloping web snappers. My spidey sense tells me stripped down will be back in a minute.
Voted Best Clothing Store for 2006-2007, Ultimo Euromoda features high-speed fashion such as Belle Staff and J. Lindenberg. Ultimo doesn't follow the trends, they introduce them.
Providing a wide range of instruments under one roof, Mother's Music has been operating out of Saskatoon for 17 years. With music lessons, instrument rentals, and in-store financing, Mother's Music will fill your local music needs.
Introducing Wing Street in 7 flavors, from honey barbecue to spicy barbecue to heat seeker, delivered to your door by Pizza Hut. Wing Street, you've been warned.
For 10 years, SIGA has been strengthening the lives of Saskatchewan and First Nations people through employment, economic growth, and community relations. With 5 casinos in the province, SIGA offers a Saskatchewan First Nations gaming experience.
Tune in to Remote Control Cinema every Wednesday and Friday as host Simon Hyatt reviews the newest movies to hit Shaw on demand, plus classics you may have missed the first time. Remote Control Cinema, only on Shaw.
Ralco Radio in Saskatoon. C95, Rock 102, and News Talk 650 are proud supporters of Saskatoon's local music scene, including Shaw's Stripped Down.
Affinity Credit Union is a proud sponsor of community programming. Affinity Credit Union. Our difference is personal.
If you could, would you help your community? You can through the Saskatoon Community Foundation. Annually, the foundation grants to over 100 local charities.
We support the Saskatoon Community Foundation. You can too. For Saskatoon, forever.
You're back watching Stripped Down. I'm Curtis Anderson, dressed as Electro tonight, but I'm not the only one. It's comic book episode tonight on Stripped Down. Can we get a shot of the crew here? Former co-host Jenny Juba, and of course Catherine Morlock. Catherine there. Oh, okay. We'll start with Jen. There she is. What are you dressed as, Jen? Yell it out.
Silver Surfer.
Silver Surfer. Female Silver Surfer with a cape. Can we go back up to Catherine?
Leonardo.
Kath, that is epic. Leonardo costume. We're having a lot of fun in the Shaw studios tonight. We got the Ultimate Power Duo. Again, never thought we'd quite rock it out on Strip Down. Wasn't the point of the show, but I'm glad you guys came along and are doing us this favor. Pat, what do you know about Electro? I chose this costume because of the ridiculousness of the hat. I really wanted to get inside the mind of Electro and just say, you got all these electrical powers. Why?
This is the best you can do?
Why?
Yeah.
Why would you dress like this? I don't get the spandex thing.
Well, if you don't get it for Electro, you'll never get it for anybody.
Fair enough. But
Yes.
why the star head? How does that help him when he's fighting Spider-Man
That's
and
so
other?
people would know who he was,
Okay.
so he could run away and hide. No, wait, that doesn't work.
It's hard to go through doors in this getup. And the diaper, it's a little awkward too. I don't know why.
Give it about 20 years, you'll be appreciating the diaper.
Yeah, fair enough. You a fan of Electro, Pat?
No,
No,
actually, no.
really?
My favorite would be the Green Goblin for Spider-Man villains.
We have a bumper coming up with the Green Goblin after the third break. You'll be excited.
I'm
by
much
it.
happier.
But that's the old Green Goblin, right? Not the movie Green Goblin.
Not the movie Green Goblin.
We'll bash the Spider-Man franchise movies a little later. But first, you guys look like you're prepped. Ready for another song?
Yeah.
Song number 4?
Yes.
Are we done with the Homeland Security thing?
I think so.
Okay, we're moving on.
With that.
What are we going to hear?
This next song is about time traveling serial killer.
Wee-oo, 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 wee-oo,
wouldn't say I got my mind to kill somebody. In a world that is so plain, nothing ever changes, nothing ever changes. Dark visions are brooding over in my mind. The clock clicks, cadence clicking, clocking in my time. My mind murders, murders all the time. Under the streetlight, and no one's gonna stop me. And everybody's got to see the time traveling conspiracy. I keep it in mind. I keep a slayer, we keep staying alive. And everybody's got to know what the day on the calendar show. I keep it in mind. I keep a slayer, we keep staying alive. I got my victim and I killed somebody. To my discredit or my dismay, I saw them alive the next day. The keeper visions keep on going, beating on my mind. I cannot figure out why everything is changing time. The world is acting as an intergalactic time machine. The days repeating and no one knows but me. It's daybreak, it's not in. And it repeats again, it's daybreak, it's not in. Then it repeats again, it's daybreak, it's not in. Then it repeats again, it's daybreak, it's not in. Then it repeats again, it's daybreak, it's not in. Then it repeats again, it's daybreak, it's not in. Then it repeats again, it's daybreak, it's not in. Then it repeats again, it's daybreak, it's not in. Then it repeats again, repeat it. Everybody's got to see the time traveling conspiracy. I keep it in mind. I keep a saying we can stay alive. When everybody's got to know what the day on the calendar show. I keep it in mind. I keep a saying we can stay alive. Whoa, I keep a slaying. I keep on praying, whoa. I keep it in mind. I keep on saying we keep staying alive.
Ultimate power duo in the Shaw Studios tonight, Pat Thompson. Yeah,
more dollar sign bags.
I've been busy while they've been playing. Electro is that diabolical, that evil.
Shocking.
Can you believe the Brinks trucks still carry their cash around in bags like this?
Actually, they do.
They do. It's true.
Yes, yeah.
Pat.
Yes.
You are a big fan of the Ultimate Power Duo. Apparently, first time right now seeing them live.
Seeing them live first time. I'm in it. I'm old. They play 2 hours after I go to bed. Any show, it's too late.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did you ever think the first time you saw them play live, you'd be on stage with them?
As a matter of fact, yes. And I got to say that watching a band from behind is way different.
Yeah.
I'm not going to say better. Okay, just different. Yeah.
Different.
Yeah.
All right. What did we just hear, guys?
That was Jack the Time Space Continuum Ripper.
Okay.
And it's about a man who decides he is bored with his life and becomes a serial killer, but the people he keeps killing come back to life, and he discovers that the day keeps repeating. It's kind of Groundhog Day, but with a bit more of a diabolical twist. And so now he's trying to tell everyone the day's repeating and no one believes him. So it's kind of like a bad guy turns good guy, or maybe indifferent.
After he kills enough?
After he kills enough people, he discovers he's a really good person deep inside.
What do you do during the day?
I don't know if I should admit that I'm actually just finished my education degree and
There
will
it
be
is.
teaching school full time in September. So.
Wow, there you go.
So I will be
There you
educating
go,
your
parents.
kids, ladies and gentlemen. Just watch out for that.
Yeah.
Making them.
Yeah.
You teaching music class on like lyrics?
Music and English.
Nice.
So yeah.
You excited?
I'm very excited.
Is that?
I get to fill in parts of education people don't know about. You know, like comics and.
Is that
Ramones.
risking the band then? Are you staying in Saskatoon?
I'm out of town, but I can drive back on the weekends.
Okay. So
This means I have like 2 secret headquarters now instead of just
Okay.
one.
Yeah.
It's like the Fortress of Solitude.
But less icy.
Oh,
And with a way smaller key.
in the summer.
Right, in the summertime.
So I'm sure I'm not the first to point this out to you, but Ultimate Power Duo. There's 3 of you.
That's
Oh, yeah, look at that. There is. Oh.
Amber, what's it like playing with these guys?
It's interesting at times,
At times.
but they definitely keep me entertained.
Yeah.
That's for sure.
How'd you get wrapped up in this?
They called me and asked me if I wanted to go on tour on Wednesday, and this was on Saturday, and I said okay. So then they threw me in a van and took me to Winnipeg.
What year was this?
I don't know.
2004?
Four?
4 or 5? I don't know.
4-ish?
It's a big blur.
It's all the rock and roll drugs.
Well, I don't know. It's just the long drives to Winnipeg. Add up.
Yeah.
Just to Winnipeg.
It's
Well, that,
it formed a
That
bond.
time.
yeah, well, that show we drove to BC. Where was it?
No. Oh, no, that was a different. That was.
The Finger 11 Sloan show?
Oh,
it
that was
one?
in. Yeah, that was a different time. Was that the same time? I
No,
don't
that was
remember.
different.
Oh, was it? Okay.
Yeah.
Anyways, but we drove 15 hours, played a show, then went to bed and woke up and drove home.
I was gonna say, just let them fight it out amongst themselves, Pat.
It's
We're-
fine.
Yeah, as you can tell,
We'll jump in there.
it gets pretty intense.
Yeah.
You know, you can
Check
feel
out-
the.
Official
See the anger
biography.
rising with the incorrect
Yeah.
dates and time.
When was it? I don't know. Okay.
2010.
This is your main band, right, Amber? But you help out other bands? Because drummers are in kind of high demand right now. Everybody I talk to, all the bands, are like, yeah, it's too bad Amber's wrapped up.
Yeah, I actually had to turn down a band.
Yeah.
Just because I'm just too busy right now. But no, this is my main band, and like I said, I played with Jen Lane a few times, and
But I'm not-
actually only once
Okay.
at Amigos, and then we were supposed to do the South by Southwest thing. That didn't work out, so she took us down to Moose Jaw, and Brendan and I played a show with her down there.
I'm honestly not making that up. Like I talked to a lot of bands, and they're really in search of a drummer, and they're like, well, maybe we could convince Amber. I'm not joking. So
Really?
what's it like being held in that high regard here in Saskatoon as like one of the top drummers?
I don't know.
And it's weird. I don't want to name bands, but it's weird mixes too because I mean, you guys bring a lot lighter of a sound and than some of the hardcore balladeers that are like, yeah, maybe we could get Amber to drum with us.
You know, when I first started, I really wanted to play in a metal band.
Yeah.
Mostly because I had a lot of friends that played in metal bands at that time, and I was like, that'd be so cool. I just thought it was just going to be like the greatest thing. But I never did get that opportunity.
And again, don't want to point out the obvious. Female drummers, kind of rare. A little rare.
A little rare.
Yeah?
I kind of like it.
That's your first instrument of choice?
Actually, when I was younger, I played the clarinet.
Oh, that would be
And
sweet.
It was pretty awesome.
It would fit with these two guys. That would work.
Well, a symphony album.
Yeah, we're going to do a clarinet, oboe, French horn album coming really soon. So.
After the next one.
We didn't want to spoil the surprise, but since we're here, just a little teaser.
I feel like segueing, because I want to talk about the new album. Are we going to hear something from the new album, say, now?
Well, that last track was
Okay.
that was going to be on. Well, it will be
It
on
will
the
be.
next album.
Yeah, and the next song can be from the new album as
Can
well.
we cue that up?
I think we probably
We kind of
could.
got to take another quick break, but I want to get another song in. I'm not even going to try to segue. You guys do such a good job.
Okay, this next song is about the man who starred in the Count Chocula live-action cereal commercials. If you haven't seen them, look it up. It's amazing.
Look it up.
1, 2, 3, 4. In the office, I was the greatest ever, the consummate chocolate vampire. You wanna talk about it? Everybody loved my offer. Had my cape and shirt on. Called me back with a contract. Everybody's gonna get the treatment now. Everybody's gonna get the treatment now. Poison all the boxes when I figure out how. La mort de chocolat. Everybody talked about it. Take my voice and like my headshot. They took an extra photograph. Call me back with a contract. They ought to talk about it. Everybody talked about it. Consider the kind of massacre got you. I'll satisfy the chocolate monster and you. Averages are victims of blame. Corrupt corporations and victims of shame. And I crave for the masses who never have won. Serve the master, then left with none. I believe the sweet taste of chocolate death can't kill a man's acting career without reproduction. Draw victims of fear. I'll be a serial killer to the nth degree. La mort de chocolat. Everybody talked about it. Slap my bag in the office. I was the first one lined up. My face was the whitest ever. I was the inspiration to beat the live action generation. Got leather hairs up for her. Seal box tells us sorrow. Everybody's gonna get the treatment now. Everybody's gonna get the treatment now. Poison all the boxes when I figure out how. La mort de chocolat. Can't kill a man's acting career without reproductions. All victims of fear. I'll say by the experience of killing your kids. La mort de chocolat.
You're watching Strip Down. We got to take another quick commercial break, but when we come back, we're going to talk about the brand new disc, which was postponed, and we're going to talk about something near and dear to Pat and I's heart, the incredibly horrendous Spider-Man movies. So stick around. Lots more Strip Down coming up after this. Parker! Don't touch that dial. More Strip Down after this.
Shaw is your only source for continuous local community news, information, and weather. Join Ann Perry and the rest of the Shaw Information Update crew daily as they bring you the latest news and information about our community. With weather updated every 10 minutes and the Shaw Information Update every half hour, Shaw is your one stop for local news and information. The Shaw Information Update, only on Shaw.
Voted Best Clothing Store for 2006-2007, Ultimo Yuramoda features high-speed fashion such as Belle Staff and J. Lindenberg. Ultimo doesn't follow the trends, they introduce them.
Providing a wide range of instruments under one roof, Mother's Music has been operating out of Saskatoon for 17 years. With music lessons, instrument rentals, and in-store financing, Mother's Music will fill your local music needs.
Affinity Credit Union is a proud sponsor of community programming. Affinity Credit Union. Our difference is personal.
Ralco Radio in Saskatoon. C95, Rock 102, and News Talk 650 are proud supporters of Saskatoon's local music scene, including Shaw's Stripped Down.
The Shaw Sports Update takes you into the game from Little League to the big leagues. Covering everything from curling, hockey, baseball, and football, we've got all the bases covered. Whether you're a fan of the Blades, Huskies, Hilltops, Yellow Jackets, or Accelerators, Simon Hyatt brings you the latest information on the teams, athletes, and volunteers in our community. The Shaw Sports Update with Simon Hyatt, only on Shaw.
The discussion was heated during the commercial break, Pat.
Yes.
All right, we want to talk about the brand new CD that was postponed from the Ultimate Power Duo. But first things first, not a fan of the Spider-Man movies, Pat.
What's the word that rhymes with gate? Oh yeah, hate. Hate the Spider-Man movie.
Okay, it's funny because we're in the minority. I grew up with Spider-Man. I collected Spider-Man comics religiously till I was in the 9th grade.
What was your favorite story?
Craven's Last Hunt. Seriously, probably the most influential thing I ever read. I read that thing when I was 8. And I wasn't reading dark comics at the time. It was all like reprints from the 70s where everything was like happy and funny. And
Oh, you would have got Razorback and things like that. All the great stuff from Peter Parker.
And I read that one night when I was like in Waskesiu, like with my family. I stayed up and just powered through all 6 issues at like 2 in the morning. And it just scared the crap out of me and kind of stayed with me. Kind of like that.
Ask me what my favorite one was.
Pat, what's yours?
My favorite Spider-Man story was him fighting the Juggernaut.
Yeah.
It was a 2-issue story. Absolutely some of the best comic books I've ever read. I still own them, and I try very hard to sell it. It's in a collection from Wizard of the 10 best Spider-Man stories, of which they got that one right and the rest not quite so right. But that's okay. That's the one they led with. Very good story.
I don't know if we can get a shot of Amber because we're not really in interview mode, but Amber, I'm guessing you didn't read the comics so much, but you watched the cartoon, don't lie. Spider-Man cartoon from the 60s?
I did.
Yeah?
A little bit.
And favorite? Do you have a favorite episode? Favorite
No.
villain? Nothing? You guys comic collectors, Spider-Man?
I don't collect them, but I'm a big fan of Spider-Man.
Yeah?
I was actually, Kari Andrews used me on a reference shot for a cover.
Nice.
And it was the kissing thing. Made it into the movie. That was pretty cool.
Cool.
So.
Brennan?
I'm not gonna lie. Actually, one of my favorite villains from the cartoon was Electro. Seriously, because I thought it was cool that he could like ride on the power lines,
I was going to say that.
and that's what I remember.
And he stole money.
Right, in money
And he
bags,
always
just like
wanted
that.
to turn off the city's power.
Yeah.
I never really got that.
That's all you could do, man. Really. What else do you? You're Electro.
So you turn it back on again.
You can't
I
open
mean,
an aquarium or anything, you know. So.
They should have them now for like Earth Hour. They should shut it down.
Okay, thumbs up or thumbs down for the Spider-Man movies when it made it to Hollywood? Guys, honestly.
The first one.
Yeah?
I like the
Oh,
first.
yeah,
Yeah,
well,
the first
fair
couple.
enough.
Spider-Man was at it.
What? I
Well,
like
they
them.
throw Mary Jane off the bridge and he
I
catches
thought
her.
that was blasphemy.
That,
Well,
that
They
is
should have let her
blasphemy.
It
drop.
was intense.
Well, in the
It was
real
intense,
story,
but-
in the
but-
real story,
but the
his
wrong
girlfriend
girl
dies.
Dies. Well, yeah, but I mean,
And so don't mess with an important storyline. You know,
true.
Hollywood should not play with my toys if they're not going to wash their hands and put them back where they were.
I don't know. But the second one, though, I quite liked. I'm not gonna lie. I thought.
I thought the third one was strongest because Mary Jane kind of came across as kind of
Ooh.
unhappy and
did she act?
not a pleasant character, which is
Was-
kind of
did
the
she
way I
act?
remember her.
Did
in
she
the
act in
comics.
this movie? Because she didn't act in the first 2 movies. I didn't see the third one.
All right.
Oh, skip it.
Yeah.
Peter Parker goes all emo. It's pretty bad.
So he acted
does.
too?
He goes evil, right? And they comb his hair all dark, and he's all like brooding and
Did you say evil or emo?
emo.
Oh,
A little both.
bit of
Yeah, a
both.
bit of both.
Evil Mo.
Yeah.
Evil Mo.
Evil
Oh,
Peter Parker dressed
New
as
song
emo.
title for
Emo.
Ultimate Power Duo.
We're on it.
Emo Peter Parker reminds me of a segue I'm going to use to talk about the new Ultimate Power Duo CD. So,
Okay.
it got postponed.
Sure.
Yeah, I
We'll
read
say
that
like
on
that.
one of the sites that it was going to be ready, but now it's pushed back to September.
Yeah, well, originally we were hoping to get out by the summer. But
Okay.
by the time our recording and things are done, we're still wanting to get it mastered, and we thought we'd take a bit extra time with it, so why not push it back to September?
Okay, so
it wasn't like we were attacked by aliens, and that's why it got postponed,
okay,
which would be a
for
way better
time-traveling,
story.
Maniacs.
Yeah, no, that's it. We just thought we'd like to take a bit more time with it and make it that much better.
Okay.
It was like the record company was like, oh, we're going to hold it.
Yeah, we're in a really intense legal battle right now, which actually we can't talk about on the air. So if you could edit this part out of the segue, that'd be
I'll make
great.
sure I do that.
Yeah,
you guys are
appreciate
set
that.
to play.
Yes.
We've already played a few things from the new album. What are we going to hear next?
We're going to do our famous sequel of robot songs,
Okay.
starting with do Electric Sheep Dream of Ultimate Power Duo.
Okay.
Last night, I had the craziest dream. Let me tell you about it. 0101.
glowing lights go through the gloom. Everybody, I got a spotlight. Spies on you, spying on me. Everybody, I got a spotlight. Drinks martinis and gasoline. I got a spotlight. Espionage robot kills by a terrorist without a second thought. He's a mean, clean up secret machine. He's got a robotic conscience. He's got robotic needs. He's got a robotic conscience. Robotic dinner and a family. Robotic afterlife inside my sleeves. Everybody, I got a spy bot. He spies on you, he's spying on me. Everybody, I got a spy bot. What's up, my kid and nationality? Well, everybody, I got a spy bot. He spies on you, he's spying on me. He's got a RAM and he knows how to use it. Watch out, brother, he's on NBC Go. I got a spy bot. Espionage robot. Keep my front door locked. How can I find him when I never leave? If I can be him, how can I be me? How is it that road was straight?
There it is, the Ultimate Power Duo. That's a flagship song right there. Good job, you guys. We got to take our last commercial break, but we come back. We are going to wrap things up with the Ultimate Power Duo and Pat Thompson of 8th Street Books and Comics. So stick around. We got a little bit more, not a lot, a little bit more stripped down coming up right after this.
Money bags, money bags,
Tune into Shaw for TCU Place Arts and Entertainment weekdays only on Shaw. From celebrities to local artists, musicians, and performers, arts and entertainment reporter Curtis Anderson is your hookup for everything going on in the local entertainment scene. TCU Place Arts and Entertainment with Curtis Anderson, only on Shaw.
Voted Best Clothing Store for 2006-2007, Ultimo Yuramoda features high-speed fashion such as Belle Staff and J. Lindenberg. Ultimo doesn't follow the trends, they introduce them.
Providing a wide range of instruments under one roof, Mother's Music has been operating out of Saskatoon for 17 years. With music lessons, instrument rentals, and in-store financing, Mother's Music will fill your local music needs.
Grab a rod and a reel and tune in to Shaw on Tuesdays at 7 p.m. for FishingSaskatchewan.ca's Fishing Saskatchewan Show. Join Steve, Smitty, and Terry as they take you on a wild ride through Saskatchewan's lake country. FishingSaskatchewan.ca's Fishing Saskatchewan Show. Tuesdays, only on Shaw.
Ralco Radio in Saskatoon. C95, Rock 102, and News Talk 650 are proud supporters of Saskatoon's local music scene, including Shaw's Stripped Down.
Affinity Credit Union is a proud sponsor of community programming. Affinity Credit Union. Our difference is personal.
You're watching Strip Down. We're back from our last commercial break. Check it out. More people in the, more crew in the studio here, dressed up like superheroes tonight. That mysterious figure in the in the foreground there. There he is. There's our beloved audio guy, Ian Cameron. He's watching you. He's watching you. I love it. And if you pull out a little bit more, we got Jesse. Show us the belt, Jesse. What's your superhero name? Homeless man. How politically correct. Okay,
He
quick.
can walk forever and never get tired.
Back to the band.
And you won't believe what he can eat.
Jeez. Are we still on the air? Okay, here it is. The one. This is the song. This is the showcase song from the Ultimate Power Duo. What do you guys have?
Ultimate Power Duo on a Rampage with Elephant Gun.
Let's do it.
Part 1.
Part
1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Do you want it? Do you want it? Do you want it? I can't let you know. Do you feel it? Do you want it? Do you feel it? I can't let you go. People don't know. People don't know. People don't know what they want. People don't know. People don't know. People don't know what they want. Do you want it? Do you want it? Do you want it? I can't let you know. Do you feel it? Do you want it? Do you feel it? I can't let you go. People don't know. People don't know. People don't know what they want. People don't know. People don't know. People don't know what they want. Do you want it? Do you want it? Do you want it? I can't let you know. Do you feel it? Do you want it? Do you feel it? I can't let you go. People don't know. People don't know. People don't know what they want. People don't know. People don't know. People don't know what they want. Yeah, 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 yeah. Yeah, 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 yeah. Yeah, 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 yeah.
That right there is a stripped down moment. Holy cow, we apologize to Mother's Music in advance for that.
It's just like having the Who right here.
What is going on tonight? Okay, we are running out of time really quick. Pat,
Yes.
people can hear you on CFCR. When?
6 o'clock Fridays, 6:30 Mondays.
And
That's
that-
PM.
And that's called?
Comic Chat with Theo and Pat.
And what's new at 8th Street Books and Comics these days?
I'm giving away to anybody on the show who wants one a depowered Green Lantern ring. They just killed off a whole bunch of Green
That's probably
Lanterns,
not
so
gonna go over my glove. There we go.
there's rings everywhere.
Sweet.
There's rings if you want them. There's rings.
Woo!
Yeah, look at that. Take them home, give them to the kids.
Thanks.
Put them in your nose. Put them in your ears.
Yay.
I have a confession, Pat.
Actually, it works if you have enough willpower. They still work.
Okay. I want to bring that last song back. That was epic. I have a confession, Pat.
Yes.
I said I haven't bought a comic since 1991. I actually bought one about a month ago. Friday the 13th, the comic book. I broke down. I feel like I'm on the slant. Am I on the decline, Pat?
No.
I got to pick it up again.
Comics are good for your brain.
I worry
they
though.
make you smarter.
I live in a small house, Pat, and I'd pretty much have to be the worst husband in the world if I filled my small house up with comics and collectibles.
If you put them in comic boxes, you can make furniture out of them. Ta-da!
There it is. Okay, that's gonna be the pitch tonight. Oh, we need to get a shot of this. What is going on?
Oh, they're powering up.
We're
the
powering
rings.
up. Oh man.
Ultimate Power Duo. When's the next chance we can see you here in Saskatoon?
Tonight, if you happen to see this, if you get a time machine,
If
can
you
you
have
see
a
us
time
tonight?
machine.
If not, we'll be in your dreams, so watch for it.
Awesome. You guys heading to Toronto next? Is that correct? Did I read that right?
North by Northeast.
Yeah.
Yeah, big conference doing that. And after that,
Are you worried about getting across that border?
a little bit. I've heard Ontario is really hard to get into.
Yes.
So.
Yeah.
Going through Mexico, no problem.
No problem.
So hit your MySpace. Keep tabs on you guys.
MySpace
Easiest way.
or ultimatepowerduo.com. Lots of pictures, fun things, trivia. Actually, I don't know, but
Call us, whatever.
Call us, give us a call.
We'll play a house party.
Yeah.
Maybe at
Actually, you
Pat's
know
house.
what? Yeah, Pat, you should just book us to play your house, and then we can play before you go to bed.
Or during.
Or during. We can be
Some
in your room.
lullabies.
Yes, it's a big house.
Can't wait.
Really quickly, best part about the Ultimate Power Duo.
Each other.
Oh. Good answer.
I was going to go music, but yeah.
I was going to go Power Ring.
Oh, yeah.
But, you know.
I can almost feel the love in here if it wasn't for the damaged microphone.
That's why the foamy's on.
Yeah, foamy.
Oh, I see. Okay, that makes
They've
sense
done this
now.
before. They are professionals.
Okay, I want to for the last song. I want to leave and do camera so I can get some of the crew members on the show. Oh, Catherine, that turtle costume is not holding up well, but I want to do that. So the final song we're going to hear tonight. Oh yeah, and Jay, the director. I want him in here because he's got a wicked costume. We can't see him from the studio. I don't know if he can make it happen. If he can get in here, Jay, you have to see this Dr. Doom costume.
Should we do like a chant?
Do it, Jay.
Oh my gosh.
That's our director, Jay Neufeld. Just knock. Oh.
Got a Green Lantern ring if you need one.
Oh, sweet.
They're depowered.
Depowered. Ours aren't.
It's awesome.
Yeah, yours.
Ours are ready to go.
Woo!
Yeah, good job.
Did you guys see his shoes? Wow.
That was amazing.
The power came
electric
from the
shoes.
Last chance, Pat. Why would Electro steal the city's power? Why? Why would he do it?
Because he had none of his own.
But he did.
Oh,
I don't
okay, so it's
get
wrong.
where the money is in that.
Power is power.
That segues perfectly
yeah,
into the last
yeah.
song. You guys,
Ultimate
this is
power.
it. This is it. That is another episode of Stripped Down. Thanks for watching. Thanks to tonight's crew and our guest host, Pat Thompson, owner-manager of 8th Street Books and Comics. And thanks to our sponsors, Ultimo Uramoda, not from them, Mother's Music, Veralco Radio, and check us out online at www.myspace.com/strippeddownsask and search us out on Facebook. Yeah, really quickly, this is not the summer wear from Ultimo Uramoda. I did this myself. For the last time tonight, guys, Ultimate Power Duo.
Woo!
Ultimate Power Duo versus Optimus Prime. Round
one.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Over there, Optimus Prime, what are you doing? Hey, over there, Optimus Prime, what are you doing? Hey, over there, Optimus Prime, what are you doing? Yeah, hey, over there, Optimus Prime, what are you doing? Hey, over there, Optimus Prime, what are you doing? Hey, over there, Optimus Prime, what are you doing? Hey, over there, Optimus Prime, what are you doing? Hey, over there, Optimus Prime, what are you doing? Go, 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 bots, go. 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 Rock it. Go, 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 bots, go. 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 Hey, over there, Optimus Prime, what are you doing? Hey, over there, Optimus Prime, what are you doing? Hey, over there, Optimus Prime.